Hi, I'm Phyllis from the Doll Corner, and welcome to my channel. In the last video, I was doing pleats. And I was going to make just a little skirt out of this material that I pleated. But then after I got off doing my video, I thought, no, I'm going to make a little dress. So I thought, well, I don't really want to just make a ordinary waistline. I thought I'm going to add a little bit and make a drop waist. So then I took my basic pattern, which comes down to her waistline, and I decided I needed an inch and a half to 2 inches. So I took my original basic pattern and placed it on a piece of paper and then added another 1 3/4 to it. Now this one, if you wanted to, you could add, if you wanted a short waist, for this doll I would add a couple of little tucks or darts in here, but not on this one. This is just going to be straight. So then I cut out a piece of fabric, added some trim. A friend gave me these little pieces of lace, and I think they're so pretty. And then for the sleeves, I added a piece on the sleeves as well. And I'm not going to go into detail on how I'm sewing these together, because I have 3 or 4 other videos out there with how I sew my dolls' dresses together. I sew them at the shoulder, and then I trim the neckline. A lot of times I will line them, and that will finish my neckline. But on this one, it's fairly heavy fabric, and I thought, really don't need it. So then I just took a piece of bias fabric and stitched it along like this, and just sewed it on, and then turned it under and just sewed in the ditch right along here. And I did the same for the sleeve. I gathered the sleeve in and put my piece of fabric along here. And for the top here, I made a pleat as opposed to gathering it. They used to pleat them back in, well, years and years ago, in the 1800s, I guess, but in the early 90s, late 80s, they started doing it again, but it disappeared again. But I thought it'd be kind of cute for this dress. So we don't have many drop waist dresses anymore. And then when I got my sleeves sewn in, I take my pleats, find the center, and match the center of the bodice up, and sew it, join it. And This is her little dress, and I think it turned out kind of cute. This is why I always say make sure your bands on your arms are big enough to fit your hands through. Because sometimes if you went to all this work and you can't get that hand over the band on the sleeve, it's pretty discouraging. So just make sure you check her hand size. And this is my little outfit. I think she's pretty. This was a doll, a regal doll that was made in Canada in the early 70s. Late 60s, early 70s, somewhere in there. So that's my doll. And be sure and subscribe. Touch the bell to get notified when I should get notified. Not always. It doesn't happen all the time, but if you ring the bell, check your bell to make sure it's ringing. And if you'd like a bonnet pattern, email me. I have a doll's bonnet pattern. I have a video out on it. There are I'll put a link below at some of the other videos that I have on how to make a doll's dress. And follow me on Instagram, and be sure follow me on Instagram, and thanks for watching. Bye now.